guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is gonna be one of my most favorite videos that I look forward to doing and filming for you guys, and it's my new beauty releases video. As I was sitting down to film this, I realized that this is probably a new series that I've started doing like officially in this format in 2023, and this is going to be the last video of this format that you see in 2023, and I'm so happy on the love and the engagement that the series has gotten. And I definitely want to know from you guys if you want to continue to see these videos in 2024 as well. I know a lot of you are going to probably say yes because you have been enjoying this series as much as I have, and I'm just so glad to be doing this, because I also feel like it's made me less of a consumerism kind of a person, like less of a shopaholic. And now when I sit down and I film these videos, I actually realize, even because of the pattern that I've been observing, is that a lot of products I usually buy myself out of. Sometimes even in the videos I mention, okay, this is something that could be a maybe, or you know, I'd probably buy. And the maybe products I don't tend to buy half the time, and then sometimes even if I say that okay, I'm going to buy something, I might not actually end up buying that at all, you know, because over time, of course, there are newer products that come out, and then you kind of even tend to forget sometimes, even though I do make a list of all the products which are on my wish list, but sometimes you just tend to forget, and then I don't end up buying those things, and then of course it saves me money ultimately. And I've also come to the realization recently that a lot of these things are just coming out because of marketing. Those are not actually things that we need per se. So anyway, I'm making the intro quite long, so we should actually dive right into it and just start talking about these products. So let's jump right into it. The first product which actually we have on our list is something that I've already bought, and I will be showing it to you in a haul video probably a couple of days after this video is going to go up, because I'm doing a ton of pre-filming. So yeah. This product which I'm talking about are the oil-free moisturizers from Dr. Sheths. I love the Ceramide and Vitamin C oil-free moisturizer. That is my top favorite moisturizer of life, and even though I don't repurchase it or use it a ton on my channel, it's my favorite moisturizer ever. And I actually did repurchase it recently along with purchasing the newer ones, which are the Gulab and Glycolic acid, Kesar and Kojic acid, and Cica and Ceramide oil-free moisturizer. So they have 3 new variants, which I bought all of them, and I also got the Ceramide and Vitamin C one because Dr. Sheths was having a buy to get to, which I was so happy about, because what I really like about them is that they do their, I mean, they also include their new launches when they're doing these offers. Sometimes other brands don't, but Dr. Sheths does, so I'm very happy about that. And I did end up buying all of these, so you will see it in a haul video very soon. And I will also gradually incorporate them in my routine and start trying and testing them out and letting you know my thoughts. And then we'll probably pick a favorite oil-free moisturizer from Dr. Sheths. Let's see if it's still the Ceramide and Vitamin C one, or does that one get dethroned. It would be pretty cool to see if it got dethroned. So yeah, we'll see about that. I haven't started testing any of them out yet, so I cannot let you know as of now, but stay tuned and let me know if you would be interested to see a review as well. I can maybe compare the 3 variants and do a video on that. Anyways, let's move on. So we have the Minimalist Vitamin K plus Retinal Eye Serum. Now someone actually asked me on my last video, which got posted, which is in the same series as well, on like a review on this product. And all I want to say is, if you are much older than I am 24, in case you didn't know, and I don't have fine lines or wrinkles as of now. Of course, I'm very young to have those, and even if people my age do have fine lines and wrinkles, I would recommend them to get a retinal or a retinol based eye cream, because it could actually be beneficial, you know, for you specifically if that's an area of concern that you have. I know a lot of people do, but for me personally, I don't have the eye concern. And also the retinol that I use, which is the Foxtail Retinol Serum, is one that I do apply pretty religiously all over my face. So I feel like it covers all areas, and I don't need a specific eye cream which has retinol in it for a specific eye area. So for that reason, I will be skipping on it, because I don't feel like I have a use for it. And if I buy it, it would just be like, just because, you know, I would not be able to give you a thorough review any which ways. So if I can't do that, then what's the point of getting this? But yes, if you're interested in retinol eye cream, then I would recommend that you could possibly check this out, because Minimalist does make some great products. So I don't doubt that this would be, you know, any different from that. Then moving on, next, Chemist at Play, you guys. Finally, like, I'm so excited about this, so much that I already placed my order, and my order is going to reach me anytime. And I'm actually filming it, we're in the Diwali weekend, so I'm assuming that because of that my parcel has gotten delayed a little bit. But I did post that Chemist at Play has their Diwali buy 2 get 2 offer that was up, and during that offer I actually bought these products, which, by the way, I'm talking about their Brightening Day Cream, which has SPF 30, their Hydrating Moisturizer, which is very similar to my favorite night cream. It basically looks like the same packaging, but it's like a revamped version, I'm assuming. And then they also have their oil control face moisturizer. So they came out with 3 new moisturizers. I'm so excited about it. I have known that this was going to come out for the longest time, and that was because, again, I told you guys earlier that I got contacted to try out their face washes, which launched earlier, and then also the moisturizers, because I was told that Chemist at Play is coming out with face washes and moisturizers, and they asked me if I want to try it out. I said yes, and I wanted to know what variants they were coming out with. But then when I asked them, they didn't like reveal any details, and then I never got contacted again from them with a revert back, because I was told that we will get back to you, but that never happened. So unfortunately I couldn't try out their samples or anything when they were doing trials. And like, I'm pretty sure a lot of content creators do get offered to you know, try out products and share feedback before a product launches. I would have been very happy if I got the same opportunity, but it's okay. I don't really mind that I didn't get that opportunity anyway. But yeah, I will buy this with my own money. In fact, I already have purchased the face washes as well as the moisturizers, and when it does reach me, I will try it out and I will let you know my thoughts and my review on it. So that is that. Very excited about this. Then moving on, next, let's talk about some Plum launches, because Plum did like a surprise launch basically and launched all of these products, which I'm very excited about. A few of them, I would say there is only one that I will possibly purchase, one or maybe two, let's just say. Yeah, I think one or maybe two I will buy. The others I will not be buying for myself, but I'll tell you what all the launches are. So firstly, they have come out with makeup brushes. I'm so happy because finally we have affordable makeup brushes out there in the market, and with Plum's reward system, I can probably get an even better price on these brushes, which would be so great. So I don't want to try them out and let you know. I wish they came out with more different like shapes, like if they did a blush brush, a contour brush, a foundation brush, a powder brush, all of that stuff, I would have been more excited. But they do have some interesting shapes, and I think a few of these brushes would actually be very useful for me if I do end up buying it. So I won't be doing that immediately, but I will be eventually. So yeah, we have Plum makeup brushes, and then we have a lipstick from them, which it's a bullet lipstick, and that's the reason I'm a little maybe if I will buy it or not, because I'm not as into bullet lipsticks anymore. I have become a liquid lipstick girl through and through, and I'm always wearing liquid lipsticks. Like even today I'm wearing a liquid lipstick. It's from Verified, by the way, in the shade Butter Blondie. I mentioned it in a couple of other videos, so I don't want to like constantly repeat the same thing. But yeah, I realized that you might not have watched the other video in which I'm wearing the same kurta and the same makeup. So yeah, any which ways, I am definitely a liquid lipstick girl through and through, so I'm not sure if I would end up getting use out of buying a bullet lipstick. But the interesting aspect of this one is that it has SPF in it. It's got SPF 30, and I haven't seen a lot of lipsticks with SPF in it. So when they do launch a lipstick with SPF and I look at what the formulation is like, is it matte, is it glossy, is it creamy, whatever, this one is matte, so I am interested in it, but I've not seen any reviews on this. Surprisingly, I don't know if they actually sent PR to influencers or not, because none of the influencers have spoken about it at all anywhere, so I don't know about that. But yeah, they did launch this, and this one is probably like a maybe. Then we also have the Swirl lip gloss. Now this is something that looks pretty gimmicky, because of the swirlies in them, but it does look cute as well. It's like fun makeup, and because I'm not a lip gloss person, I will obviously be skipping on it. But if you are a lip gloss person, because I know a lot of people have been really loving lip glosses recently, so if you are one of those people, then maybe you might be into it. And then last but not the least, we have from their Thinkderma line the 10% azelaic acid and Cica face serum. Now azelaic acid, I have gotten people asking me to review it. There are quite a few brands who have azelaic acid now. It's not as like first it was pretty uncommon, now it's becoming more and more common, and more brands are coming out with azelaic acid products. That being said, I have used a couple of azelaic acid products back in the day when it was newer to me, and all of those products I didn't notice either good results or bad results. I just didn't notice a difference in my skin at all. So for that reason, I'm not really into azelaic acid in general as an ingredient. So whenever I see it in a product, I'm like, okay, it's great, we have more options out there, but it's not something that I would be buying for myself personally. I also want to let you know, cooker ki seete is on. You probably heard it a few times, or you didn't. If you didn't, I'm glad. If you did, I'm really sorry. I don't know kitni seeti bajni baki hai. So if you keep hearing it, I'm sorry for the interruption. I will just try to speak louder when that happens. But yeah, let's move on next. And this launch, when I saw, I was excited about it, but I was also a little disappointed. And that is because Nykaa has launched more shades in their all-day matte liquid lipstick line. Now I love the all-day matte liquid lipsticks. I freaking love the formula so much. I actually have a couple of shades in my wish list which are from their permanent line, and when I saw them coming up with limited edition shades, I was so happy about it, but I was also sad at the same time because it's limited edition. So I'm like, should I even try it out? Because if I'm gonna fall in love with it, but then if I cannot repurchase it ever again, then I would just be disappointed, and then I'm gonna go looking for the same shade in other lipstick lines. I tend to do that with certain products in terms of specifically lipsticks which I love. If I love the shade, but if I can't find it in other formulations ever again, it makes me very sad. It's happened a few times. I don't want it to happen again, so I'm just not going to buy things which are limited edition, because it's very sad. It's genuinely very sad when something gets discontinued and then you cannot find it ever again. Anyways, moving on, next we have a launch from Dermaco, and this is a really nice launch. I am actually quite interested in it, and I might possibly purchase it the next time Dermaco does a buy two get two or a buy one get one, whatever. This is their 2% Niacinamide Gel Cleanser, and they actually have two variants. So they have one which is for oily skin, which is more like gel-like, and then one which is more creamy. So I like that they have two different variants, and I would possibly get both to try out and compare. And you know, because I have more normal dry skin in the winters and then more normal to oily skin in the summers, I feel like I will get use out of both of them, and I can also compare and let you know which one I like more. So this one I'm actually quite interested in, and I will eventually buy it. I have been going through like a face wash trying out era where I want face wash trying out era where I want to try out a lot of different ones that are out there in the market. I did a video recently which I filmed actually some time back, comparing some new ones. I've already bought some new face washes, and I have more on my wish list still, so that tells you I'm definitely in my trying out face washes era. So yeah, then let's talk about some launches which I will definitely be skipping. Firstly, from Earth Rhythm, we have razors. These are like facial razors, by the way, and they come in a set of 3, which I'm like, okay, I get you're a skincare brand and you want to launch a skincare accessory, but razors seemed very, I mean, this could be an ancillary product, like if people are placing an order anyway on your website and they just happen to add these as well in their order. But I don't think anyone will specifically go to the Earth Rhythm website just to order razors. I don't know what they were thinking with this. I don't know why they came out with it. I don't use facial razors, and I would obviously not be buying these for myself. Then they also launched another lip product with SPF. This is their Serum Infused lipstick with SPF, and this one I will definitely be skipping on because this is more of a glossy lipstick. If I do have to buy a lipstick with SPF, it will probably be the Plum one, so this is going to be a pass. Then we also have Aqualogica come out with strobe creams. They have two different ones. One is like the pink packaging that they have, and then I also think there was either the red or the yellow, I don't remember, but they have like I think two strobe creams. Yeah, this is a launch which I see every couple of months. There is some brand that comes out with like a strobe cream kind of a product, and I always tell you that this is not a product I'm interested in, so I will not be buying, and this one is no exception. So let's skip past this and move on to Earth Rhythm again, coming out with a scrub based line. So they have a face scrub, a body scrub, a foot scrub, and a scalp scrub. So like an entire line just filled with like different kinds of scrubs. Again, this is very 2015 and we're in 2023, so moving into 2024 by the way. So I feel like Earth Rhythm was very like, they're basically a decade old with this launch specifically. So yeah, easily a skip for sure. I don't have to think twice about this. Then we have Colorbar come out with a nail paint, and I really like Colorbar nail paints, at least how they look. I have not tried any of them recently, but if I did have to try one, I would probably try out this one because it's called their Magic Dry Elixir, which means basically that this is like Nykaa's version of their Insta Dry nail paints, but like the same thing that Colorbar is doing now. So the colors do look interesting, and a lot of stores do have like Colorbar counters. So if I ever happen to go to a store with a Colorbar counter and if they have these shades available over there, I'll probably look at them in person before I decide to buy them. But yeah, this is something I am interested in. I'm also really into nail paints right now and trying out new ones, and I know this brand is not available online, I don't think, but Zudio has been doing amazing nail paints is what I've heard from people. So I by the way have a Zudio nail paint actually on my nails right now as well. It's called Pink Martini Pink, something like that, I don't know, but that's what I have on my nails right now. So yeah, that's that. Anyways, let's move on. We have some international brands launched on Nykaa. So when they did Nykaa Land, which I wanted to go to but I couldn't make it because that weekend was a very busy weekend for me in like my personal life, so unfortunately I couldn't make it to Nykaa Land. But Nykaa launched Urban Decay in India basically on their platform, and it was also in Nykaa Land, and then they launched on the website and the app as well, and then they also launched Cerave on their website a few days later. Now Cerave had already come into India and was available in pharmacies, I believe, like pharmaceutical websites online. I think it was Pharmeasy, I want to say, but now they are also more easily available on Nykaa, which is great. So when it comes to Urban Decay, I want to buy it, but I want to see the products in person first. I hope they're available in some Nykaa stores as well where you can see it in person and then place your order. And when it comes to Cerave, I want to buy it, but Cerave is not cruelty free, and I do purchase only cruelty free skincare, so I'm very torn on that. And if I do have to buy Cerave, it would probably be their face washes. So I'm hoping that I fall in love with other face washes and then I forget about Cerave, or I will just convince myself to not buy it because again, it's not cruelty free, so I don't want to buy Cerave for that reason. Yeah. Now moving on, next we have something from Aqualogica again, and this is actually a launch which I feel like I've been excited about from Aqualogica after a long time. This is their Glow Plus 3-in-1 Delicious Dream Cream. This is supposed to be like a vitamin C serum, a moisturizer, and a sunscreen all in one. I should have checked what the SPF is on your, I think it was SPF 30 or maybe SPF 50, I'm not sure. Doesn't really matter, but it looks to be a great product, like a one and done product, and this is something I would love to own, especially to travel with, because then I would not have to carry a separate serum, moisturizer, and sunscreen. I can just have one product which has everything in it, and that's all that I would carry and like be with. basically when I am traveling. So this is something I am interested in, and I will eventually buy from them at some point. And then we have our last two launches for this video. So the brand Try Moody I've heard about, and I have seen their skincare, but because of the packaging, which feels like too much plastic and very wasteful, I have not purchased anything from. But I did see recently that they have perfumes, and they have their perfumes in a 20 ml size, so you can either buy like all four, like all the 4 women's or all the 4 men's, or you can buy it individually. And they also have combos, so 2 specific perfumes that are paired together you can buy as a combo. I am specifically interested in 2 from the women's line, which I'll probably buy individually, because the combo, they're not together as a combo basically, so I'll just buy them individually when I can. When I saw this, I actually went to check on the website if they were available, but unfortunately they were sold out, so I will probably buy them at some point in the future once they come back in stock. But I'm really happy to see these, and I'm really excited to try them out. So yeah, I wanted to quickly mention that it's not a super duper new launch, because apparently it's been out for I think a month or 2 months maybe at this point. But yes. And then last but not the least is one launch from Chemist, which I wanted to speak about, and this one I kind of guessed when they teased the product. It is their foot cream. Now I am not someone who's specifically into like hand creams, foot creams, etc., because I don't have a use for it personally. I don't really have cracked heels or cracked feet or dry feet or anything. My feet are pretty normal, and even if they do get a little dry, I would just use a regular body lotion. I would not use a specific foot cream. But I know a lot of people like to have a dedicated hand cream or a dedicated foot cream. So if this is something that you are into, definitely go ahead and buy it. If not, then I think it's an easy skip. It's not something that's absolutely necessary. So yeah, that is that. Those were all my launches that I wanted to speak about, and I really hope that you enjoyed this video. And again, like I said in the beginning, let me know if you want me to continue to do this series. I will probably continue to do it, but I would definitely like to know your feedback as well, and see how many of you are excited to continue to see this series. So yeah, that is it for the video. Thank you so much for watching, you guys, and until next time, bye bye.